Just finished recording on this GoPro, switched over to Twitch. Trying to do both. Trying to do both every day. I might even, well, I don't know. But anyway, Monday, August 17th, out here walking. Been out here for about 40 minutes. Trying to do an hour every day of walking. I actually prefer the live stream, but at least on this phone, the video quality is not that good. So I like to have, and the GoPro is so good at image stabilization without a stabilizer that I like to use that. I thought about some kind of rig where I'd have both the phone and the GoPro on it at the same time, and I can do that. I have no problem with that. But it's just a little awkward. Whereas this phone and the GoPro just slide into your pocket when you're not using them. And the other thing with having both is I can read off my phone. So I can talk about the news or whatever's going on. But I just want to get in the habit of live streaming every day. A little bit. It's a beautiful street, man. Again, doesn't this just seem like a small town USA? It seems like a little farm town or college town. And I realize Columbus is not a huge city, but this neighborhood just, to me, feels like a small Midwestern town of, 3,000 people. That might be big town. A big small town? What's the name of that band? Little Big Town? Little Big Town? Whatever happened to Lady A? Lady Antebellum. They changed her name. And then there already was a Lady A, but she never trademarked her name. What is with artists that don't have any business? You're in business. You're in the performing arts. You should at least talk to an attorney about trademarking your name. I mean, if you're, a singer. But anyway, Lady A, who's been a singer forever, 30 years, something like that. She's like, hey, man, what are you doing? I've been Lady A forever. And she does, I think you do have a certain rights based on usage that you've demonstrated, that you've used that name. For profit. I think, what is that? What am I thinking of? If you have operated under a certain brand for profit so that you can show damages, then you have a case, I think. Even if you haven't trademarked the name, somebody tell me. Tell me what I'm talking about. Somebody explain to me what I'm trying to say. But I think I looked it up recently, and I didn't see any. I don't think there was any change in the Lady Antebellum's position, because they had trademarked the phrase Lady A for use in the performing arts, like a long time ago. Like a long time ago. Like 7 years ago or something like that, which was smart. They got good attorneys. But then they wanted to get away from the word antebellum, Lady Antebellum. So they said, okay, we'll go to Lady A, which, makes sense. But I'm surprised. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of musicians out there, but couldn't they just do a basic Google search? No one does a Google search anymore. I mean, come on. And it would have come up. Lady A. There she is. I think it's R&B, maybe. I'm not sure. But I mean, if nothing else, Lady A, the original Lady A, is an African American singer. They changed their name. The Lady Antebellum changed their name to avoid, associations that Antebellum implies. But in so doing, they stepped on, if not the straight legal rights, certainly you could say the moral rights. I don't know how you phrase it, but they're essentially making it difficult for a real live African American singer. I mean, the optics were terrible, so I don't know how they handled it. I don't know. Maybe they worked it out, but at first, I think they dug in a little bit. It's like, come on, seriously? Just change your name. We know what you're doing. We know who you are. They're an established band. Just change it. Lady Lace. I don't know. There you go. It took me 5 seconds. It's the internet. We know who you are. And but the optics of then you're trying to avoid, poor associations, and you step right in a huge one. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Is that what Joe Biden says? Come on, man. Every few weeks, I don't know why, but every few weeks I listen to Rap Devil, Machine Gun Kelly. So if you're not into hip hop, Machine Gun Kelly is a rock / hip hop artist who made a diss track, hip hop diss track, called Rap Devil, going after Eminem. And he came up with Rap Devil because Eminem had a song called Rap God. And of course, everybody knows Eminem, rap legend, the best rappers of all time, possibly top 3 for sure. When you get out in the world, you're just amazed at all the construction. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm getting out in the world, walking around the neighborhood. So Rap Devil's actually a pretty good song. But it's interesting. They asked Eminem, well, what did you think of that? He said, I didn't even know about it. which I don't know, come on. He said it was like a few months later. Uh, he said I was on YouTube, and he said, how you go down the YouTube rabbit hole, which I was like, yeah, we all know that. You start on one YouTube video, and 3 hours later, you're watching your 200th. And he's like, oh, man. And he's like, yeah, he said, MGK talking about, like I was thinking about him. He goes, I never think about him. And he said he's, this great rapper. And he goes, he's not even in the top 20. He's not anywhere close to the top, right? Eminem's talking about MGK. Like, what do you mean? You're not even in the conversation of the greats, much less, competing. He said, I'm not competing with you. But he told the interview, I do have to answer this guy. So he came out with a song called Kill Shot, which I'd say most people, or let's say the majority of people that I've read, believe it's a better diss track. And certainly, it's Eminem. He has this lyricism and, a familiar flow. So right away you recognize it. And then he backs it up every time with the wordplay. So you're like, okay, here we go. Let's listen. And, it starts in with his familiar rhythm that you're used to after all these years. But you're listening, you're like, okay, let's see how he handles this. And, he just murders the guy. He's just a better writer. Now, I don't know if he has ghostwriters. I don't think so, because that was always kind of his thing, was the writing ability. I don't know the rap business, but my guess is that because Eminem's been a guest on a lot of tracks the last few years, they must have ghostwriters. Some of those artists must have ghostwriters. Because the thing is, they're producing so much material. I'm not talking about Eminem specifically, but these other artists that, how can they generate so much material by themselves? And hip hop especially, you got to keep publishing to stay current. But that's a lot. It's a lot of writing. I mean, they're coming out with collabs and songs like every. Look at Nicki Minaj. Oh my Lord, she's on everything. Is she writing all those verses that she guests on? I don't know. But anyway, I saw MGK on that's how I refer to him, MGK. I saw Machine Gun Kelly do a rock track. He's also a rock guy. I think he actually started like in sort of punk pop, kind of your Blink 182 kind of sound way back in the day, and then added hip hop, segments of his songs, and then would record straight hip hop. I'm not really sure how he evolved, but he's from Cleveland. So funny. I was talking about Michael Jordan looking young, his rookie year. Oh my Lord! I think his real name is Colson. Machine Gun Kelly looks so young in his early videos. I mean, they look like they're 12. Those guys. But I watched a video of a song he did with Youngblood, and then another song, My Bloody Valentine, which is a hit for him, and then another song he did with the drummer from Blink 182. that guy is a true drummer, man, like a real rock drummer. I mean, you should watch that. I don't forget the name of the song, but look up MGK and the drummer from Blink 182. Oh my lord, he's good. He's just really, really good. It's funny because you know how when you were playing sports in high school and you were going out for the teams, or maybe even junior high level, or even before that, maybe you know, like in hockey, we had a neighborhood leagues. So you started out with, I think it was the mites, and then peewees, and then juniors and midgets. I can't remember the levels now. But when you're 8, everybody's kind of the same, or at least there's no separation in the just everybody is on the same team because you're from the neighborhood or whatever. And then as you get older, you start meeting and competing against players way better than you. You're like, wow. And so when you see a drummer that is so good like that,